Hello my dear students. Okay, today I'm going to continue from where I left. So as you can see, last class I had completed till question number 12. So today we are going to start with question number 13. This is exercise 7 subdivision 3, Suranjan Sa and Sabita Sa. So I'm going to start off with question number 13, and these questions are very important. 13 subdivision 1, 2, 3, question number 14 and question number 15. So once you have understood how to differentiate a composite function, you will be able to solve these type of questions. So let us start. Question number 13 subdivision 1, I have already explained it to you, so you can try it on your own. So let us do question number 13 subdivision 2. So these are very important ISC type of questions. So given y equal to x divided by under root 1 plus x square, and you have to prove that x cube dy by dx equal to y cube. So as you can see, y is given and you have to prove left hand side equal to right hand side. So out here you can see that you need to find the value of dy by dx. dy by dx means I have to differentiate this. So look at the function, it's u by v, quotient rule. So help me differentiate this. Differentiating with respect to x. What is the differentiation of y? dy by dx. Please help me with the quotient rule. What is it? V square, the denominator square, 1 plus x square whole square. Then v as it is, root 1 plus x square, d by dx of the numerator, that means x, minus x as it is, d by dx of root 1 plus x square. So this is the first step. Whenever you are differentiating, in last class also I have explained, you simply have to keep in mind two things. Number one, you have to use property. When do you use property? Whenever there is product and quotient. And the second one is when you apply the formula you just have to see whether the function is standard or composite function. Now help me differentiate this. Root 1 plus x square. Do you know the differentiation of x? Yes. So this is a standard function. So differentiation of x is 1 minus x as it is. Do you know the differentiation of root 1 plus x square? No. We only know the differentiation of root x. What is the differentiation of root x? 1 by 2 root x. So what we do? We are going to assume this part as x. So when you assume this part as x, then root x becomes 1 by 2 root x, but this is just an assumption, so we differentiate. Now in the previous class I wrote d by dx. Now we are going to do it directly. Directly in the sense we are going to differentiate the circle part. So what is the differentiation of 1? 0. And what's the differentiation of x square? It is 2x. Divide the whole thing by root 1 plus x square whole square. Now see, 2 and 2 gets cancelled. What is the LCM of the numerator? It is root 1 plus x square. Root 1 plus x square. So since there is nothing in the denominator, you multiply the numerator with the LCM. So root 1 plus x square into root x into root x. Root x into root x is x. So the root gets cancelled. So root 1 plus x square into root 1 plus x square will give you 1 plus x square minus root 1 plus x square is already there. So x into x becomes x square. Divide the whole thing by root 1 plus x square whole square. So x square and x square gets cancelled. So you are left with 1 divided by root 1 plus x square. When you change division to multiplication, it gets reciprocaled. So you get 1 plus x square whole square. So using laws of indices, 1 into 1 is 1 divided by, look at this, the base is same, the power is 1 and the power is 2. So when you multiply, you know the laws of indices, the power gets added up. So you get root 1 plus x square whole to the power 3. So this is the value of dy by dx. So again, just look at the question. We need to prove that left hand side equal to right hand side. So you got the value of dy by dx. Now write down, according to the question, left hand side. What is on the left hand side? X cube dy by dx. And what is dy by dx? 1 divided by under root 1 plus x square whole cube. 1 plus x square whole cube. Now, as you can see, the numerator also there is a cube and the denominator also there is a cube. So, can't I write this as x divided by under root 1 plus x square whole to the power 3, and that is nothing but what is x divided by under root 1 plus x square? It is y. So, that is equal to y. So, you show that left hand side equal to right hand side. That is how you prove. Is that clear? So, you can just have a look. So, what I have done out here is, so this is a typical ISC type of question where the standard is going to remain this. So, you can see the value of y is given and you have to prove that left hand side equal to right hand side. So, what we did was we found out the value of dy by dx first, and in order to find the value of dy by dx, what we have done is we have used quotient rule. So, again I have told you, first use property. After you use property, then see when you are about to differentiate, is the function standard or composite? If it's standard, then just apply the formula, no assumption required. If it's composite, then you assume. This is basically done to explain. You need not do it. Is that clear? You need not circle. I'm just explaining it to you. So, out here also I did not write d by dx, I directly differentiated it. I hope this is the solution is clear. Moving on. Okay. Moving on, please try question number 13 subdivision 1. You can go through the previous episode. I have already got the value of dy by dx, but this part show that was not there. So, you simply have to put the value of dy by dx which you got out here and show that it is equal to 0. Now, look at question number 13 subdivision 3. 13 subdivision 3. The question is, if y equal to log open bracket e to the power x divided by e to the power x plus 1, you have to prove that dy by dx equal to 1 divided by 1 plus e to the power x. So, this is what you are supposed to find. So, again as you can see, dy by dx means you have to differentiate this. But one thing I want to tell you, last class also I have told you, whenever there is a log function, you are going to use property. So, I am just going to write down the property of log. Log a by b, whenever there is division, division changes to subtraction, log a minus log b. Can anyone just think about why we are doing it? Because if you don't apply the property, then what is this? It's a fraction. Then you have to use quotient rule. Is that okay? So, just to avoid that, I am using the property of log. So, help me out. Y log a minus log b. So, once you have removed the denominator, now let us differentiate. Differentiating with respect to x. What is the differentiation of y? dy by dx equal to. Now, just look at this. Is it standard or composite function? Log should always be with x, isn't it? I'll just write down the formula also that you had learned. D by dx of log x equal to 1 by x. If you see log x, then you are going to write 1 by x. But out here it's something else, e to the power x. That's why we need to assume it. So, log x means 1 by x, but this is just an assumption. So, d by dx of e to the power x. I have already told you, you can directly write down the differentiate value or d by dx. The choice is yours. Similarly, apply the same thing. Log should be with x, but this is e to the power x plus 1. So, again we assume this part also as x. So, what's the differential log x? Again it is 1 by x, but this is just an assumption. So, d by dx of e to the power x plus 1. Next, 1 by e to the power x as it is. What's the differentiation of e to the power x? What's the differentiation of e to the power x? Formula number 2, it is e to the power x itself. So, e to the power x minus 1 divided by e to the power x plus 1 into, what's the differentiation of e to the power x? It is e to the power x plus differentiation of 1, it's a constant, so 0. So, e to the power x and e to the power x gets cancelled, so you are left with 1 minus e to the power x into 1 is e to the power x divided by e to the power x plus 1. So, let us find out the LCM. The LCM is e to the power x plus 1. e to the power x plus 1 into 1 will give you e to the power x plus 1 minus e to the power x. So as you can see, positive and negative gets cancelled. Therefore, what is the value of dy by dx? It is 1 divided by e to the power x plus 1, and this is what you're supposed to prove. Hence, proved. So, in last class, what I taught was, I taught you how to differentiate a standard function and a composite function. Now, you can see the typical ISC type of questions where they will combine both property as well as the formulas. So, I hope you understood this. So, while I am rubbing this, I am going to emphasize on the main important part of derivative. Just keep in mind, once again, I am telling you all again and again, first is property, second is formula. Formula is either standard or it is composite. This was question number 13, subdivision 2. Now, let us do question number 14. Question number 14. If y log x plus 1 equal to x, prove that dy by dx equal to log x divided by open bracket log x plus 1 whole square. Out here, you have to be very careful. So, look at the question. So, whenever you are differentiating, there are certain questions which got a particular solution. So, this is one of the questions. Always remember, whenever you are supposed to prove and in the denominator you see a square, automatically what should come to your mind? That you need to use quotient rule, because in quotient rule only you have to square the denominator. So, the square you are going to obtain only by using the square in the denominator you are going to obtain by using quotient rule. So, first let us convert this into quotient rule. So, y equal to x divided by log x plus 1. That could be one explanation, or you can go with the other also. I talked about explicit function. Explicit function means y is expressed in terms of x. So, on the left you keep y and on the right you keep x. So, this is an explicit function. Now, help me differentiate. Differentiating with respect to x. Differentiation of y, dy by dx. This is u by v form. U by v. What is u by v? Quotient rule. It is v. V is log x plus 1. D by dx of u. U is x minus x. D by dx of v. That is log x plus 1. Divide the whole thing by the denominator. So, log x plus 1 whole square. So, looking at the proving part that is in the denominator, we came to know that we have to use quotient rule in this case. So, moving on, let me complete this. Log x plus 1 as it is, differentiation of x is 1 minus x as it is. What is the differential of log x? It is 1 by x plus differentiation of 1 is 0. So, divide the whole thing by log x plus 1 whole square. So, what is your final part? Dy by dx equal to log x plus 1 minus x and x gets cancelled, 1 plus 0 is 1, divide the whole thing by log x plus 1 whole square. So, plus 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled. So, dy by dx is nothing but log x divided by log x plus 1 whole square. So, this is what you had to prove. So, this is question number 14. Question number 14. So, just go through the solution. Now, I got one more question from this exercise. Question number 15, a very important question. Question number 15 is very important. Very important question. So, given y equal to root x plus 1 by root x, prove that 2x dy by dx plus y equal to 2 root x. So again, didn't I explain how to solve these type of questions? You prove left hand side equal to right hand side. So how do we solve this? Now look at the left hand side. I need to get the value of dy by dx, which you can see out here. So how do I get dy by dx? By differentiating the explicit function which you see on the right hand side. Now what you are going to do is make this function simple. So simple in the sense, let us find out the LCM so that you convert into quotient rule. The LCM is root x. Root x into root x will be x plus 1. So this is u by v form. So help me differentiate the function. So differentiating with respect to x. So as you can see, the same formulas get repeated again and again. Quotient rule, what is it? Root x whole square. Then you got root x v d by dx of u minus u d by dx of v. So help me differentiate this. Root x as it is. What is the differential of x? We know it. Differential of x is 1. So 1. Differential of 1 is 0. Done. Minus x plus 1. It's a constant. So leave it as it is. Root x. What's the differential of root x? It is 1 by 2 root x. Divide the whole thing. Square and root get cancelled. You get x. Square and root gets cancelled. So you get x. So moving on. 1 plus 0 is 1. So 1 into root x. You get root x. There's nothing in the denominator. So 1. Minus x plus 1 into 1 is x plus 1 divided by 2 root x. So divide the whole thing by x. What is the LCM? This division sign I have written on the right so that you understand when you multiply it gets reciprocaled. What is the LCM please? It is, what is the LCM? It is 2 root x. So when you multiply 2 root x into root x, what do you get? 2 root x into root x. So 2 as it is. Root x into root x is x. Why? Because root x into x is x square, square and root gets cancelled. So for those who did not understand this, minus, the sign changes, minus into plus becomes minus 1. When you change division to multiplication becomes 1 by x. So 2x minus x is x, x minus 1 divided by 2 root x into 1 by x. That is dy by dx equal to x minus 1 divided by 2x root x. So this is the value of dy by dx. Now let us put the value of dy by dx on the left hand side and let us get the right hand side. So since I don't have enough space out here, I'm gonna do the remaining sum out here. So please follow. So left hand side, what is on the left hand side? 2x dy by dx plus y equal to 2x as it is. What is the value of dy by dx? Please tell me. It is x minus 1 divided by 2x root x. That is what we got. Plus, now see, look at the proving part. Everything is in terms of x, so y also has to be changed in terms of x. So y, write on the simplified form. What is the simplified form? This is question number 15, I forgot to mention. What is the simplified form? Y? It is x plus 1 divided by root x. So 2x and 2x gets cancelled. So you are left with x minus 1 divided by root x plus x plus 1 divided by root x. So what is the LCM? The LCM is root x. So you get x minus 1 plus x plus 1. Minus 1 and plus 1 gets cancelled. So you get 2x divided by root x. But I need root x in the numerator. So what do? I simply rationalize. You can't keep root in the denominator. So when you rationalize, what do you get? 2x root x divided by root x into root x. I've already explained. It is, you can write dot also if you're getting confused. Or rather, let me write down multiplication sign. Okay. So x and x gets cancelled. So you get 2 root x. So this is what you are supposed to get on the right hand side. So please look at the question properly. So these type of questions are very important for you all. Look at the standard. It's not that difficult also. Just keep in mind, first is property and then is the formulas. So these are the questions which you have to do from exercise 7 subdivision 3. The section B part, this is also not needed. Section B also, this derivative and continuity we are going to do later on when we do a chapter on derivative and continuity, increment, increasing, decreasing function. So for the time being, till question number 15 is more than enough. So I'm just going to pause for a minute. Okay, now dear students, the first three exercises were based on standard composite function. Now this is exercise 7 subdivision 4. Now we are going to discuss various remaining functions. The most important part was the standard and the composite. Now the remaining function revolves around standard and composite only. So the first function which we are going to do is log. After that we are going to do implicit, and then we got parametric, and finally we got inverse functions. So 4 functions are left, but the entire 4 functions, how to differentiate, depends on standard and composite functions. Is that clear? So this is exercise 7 subdivision 4. I've started with question number 4 because that's the first function which I am going to do. Again, this question has been taken from Suranjan Saha. If I can find out the page number. Okay, 225. This is 225. This is page number 225, question number 4. So let us start. This is derivative of log function. So the first thing you need to know is, I've already explained the properties of log. So why do we use log? We use log to make the derivative simple. Like whenever there's a multiplication sign, if you use log, you don't have to use product rule, because log AB becomes log A plus log B. Whenever there's quotient rule, you don't have to use quotient rule. So you can use log A minus log B. There are various cases. Now there's a special case when we use log, and that case is whenever there is a function to the power another function, then the only way in which this is to be solved is by the application of log. Why log? Because whenever you apply log, the power comes in front. So when do we use log? Whenever there is a function in terms of x and the power is also in terms of x. So question number 4, the entire question is based on log function. So I'm going to teach you how to solve few questions. Just with 1 or 2 you will be able to do it, and after that is just application of formula. So let us start with question number 4, subdivision 2. The question is differential coefficient means dy by dx. So you start off with let y equal to 1 plus x whole to the power x. Now see, don't you see the power to be x? Don't you see the power to be x? That means, what did I tell you? Function to the power function. The x has to be brought in front. So what do I do? Applying log on both sides. So when you apply log on both sides, what do you get? Log y equal to log 1 plus x whole to the power x. Next, log y equal to x comes in front, so you get log 1 plus x. So once the power comes in front, now we can easily differentiate the function, differentiating with respect to x. So out here it seems we are going to use only two formulas. Log x is 1 by x and differentiation of x is 1. So concentrate on these two formulas. Ready? So log should always be with x. So this is just an assumption. This is y. So we assume this part, log x. What's the difference log x? It is 1 by x. Say x, but put the value of x. What is it? Y. But this is just an assumption. So dy by dx. Out here, how many functions do you see? We see two functions. What is the sign in between? Multiplication. So we use product rule. This becomes u and this becomes v. So can you just tell me what is u into v? The rule is u. Say the rule but write down the values. U d by dx of v plus v d by dx of u. So moving on, 1 by y dy by dx equal to x. Is this standard or composite again? Log x. It's 1 by x, but this is 1 plus x. So what do? We are going to differentiate. So in order to differentiate, we are going to assume. So what's the difference log x? It is 1 by x, but this is just an assumption. Again, I have told you If you want, you can write d by dx, or you can simply apply the formula. So d by dx of the assumption. What is the assumption? 1 plus x plus log 1 plus x into differentiation of x. What is the differentiation of x? It is 1. So moving on, 1 by y dy by dx equal to x divided by 1 plus x into differentiation of 1 is 0, differentiation of x is 1 plus log 1 plus x. Again, when you see the question is to find the differential coefficient. That means you have to find dy by dx. So what is extra out here? 1 by y. So what is going to happen with this 1 by y? It goes to the right hand side. So dy by dx equal to y into 0 plus 1 is 1. So what do you get? X divided by 1 plus x plus log 1 plus x. So your final part, dy by dx equal to, what's the value of y? It is 1 plus x whole to the power x. Then we write x divided by 1 plus x plus log 1 plus x. Close the bracket. So this is how you solve questions on log function. So as you can see, there's nothing new in this. It's just that whenever the question is of the form function to the power another function, then the only way of solving is through the application of log. And after that, I've used property out here, and when it comes to differentiating, I've checked whether I know the formula. If I know the formula, no assumption required. If I don't know the formula, then we assume. Is that clear? Okay. So you can just see the question. Question number 4, subdivision 1, y equal to x to the power x. You can apply log, x comes in front. Same thing out here. I have already solved question number 6, y equal to root 1 minus x divided by 1 plus x. Now we move on to the next page. This is page 226. This is page number 226. Question number 4, as you can see, there are how many? 17 questions in total. Yes, 17 questions in total. So I'm gonna these questions can be done easily. So I'm just gonna solve one important question, a difficult question. Question number 1 subdivision question number 4 subdivision 15. The question is question number 4 subdivision 15. The question is y equal to sin x to the power cos x plus, that part of the question is missing, but I'll just write down cos x to the power sin x. So this is a very important question because I'm going to teach you a very important concept out here. Now as you can see, I need to differentiate this. So this is function to the power function. I need to use log out here. Similarly, this is function to the power function. I need to use log. But when you apply log on both sides, since there's a plus sign, then the log function does not get distributed. What I mean to say is, this is a and this is b. I need log on both sides. So if you apply log a plus b is not equal to log a plus log b. This is what I meant. Is that clear? If there's a multiplication sign, then only the log gets distributed. So whenever you have to use log for two terms or a single term, if there's a plus or a minus sign in between, so I would advise you all to treat this as a separate question. So I'm going to explain how you are going to solve these type of questions where you need to use log for two parts. So it's going to be a bit long, so just bear with me. So what you're going to do is, you are going to assume this as u and this as v. So let u equal to sin x to the power cos x. So now you treat this as a single question, solve it, get du by dx. Don't forget this part. So u. Now please help me out. So when you apply log on both sides, what do you get? Log u equal to log sin x to the power cos x. So log u as it is, cos x comes in front, so you get log sin x. So as you can see, there's a multiplication sign, so let us use product rule, u into v rule out here. What is the differential log? Log will always be with x, but this is u. So again the assumption log x is 1 by x, but this is just an assumption. So du by dx. Help me with product rule. U d by dx of v plus v d by dx of u. So as you can see, only the first step is different. After that we use the same concept. So cos x as it is, standard or composite. So this is x, so log x is what, 1 by x, but this is just an assumption. Differentiation of sine is cos, plus log sin x into differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. So what is your final answer? 1 by u du by dx equal to cos x as it is, cos by sine is cot x, plus into minus is minus, sin x into log sin x. So du by dx will be, u comes up, u into cos x cot x minus sin x log sin x. This is the first part. So as I have already told you, you have to split the question into two parts. Now we are going to do the same step for the second one. What is the second one? Let v equal to cos x to the power sin x. Now with the knowledge which you have out here, you please apply out here. So what do you get? Log v equal to log cos x to the power sin x. So log v equal to sin x log cos x. So as you can see, the same thing, this is u and this is v. Differentiate with respect to x v, 1 by v dv by dx equal to product rule, u into v sin x d by dx of log cos x plus log cos x into d by dx of sin x. So 1 by v as it is, dv by dx sin x. Again I need to differentiate this. Now look at this, log should always be with x, this is cos x, so why don't you assume this as x? So log x is 1 by x, but this is just an assumption, so sin x plus log cos x, and what's the differentiation of sin x? It is cos x. So 1 by v dv by dx equal to, minus comes in front, sin x as it is. What is sin by cos? It is tan x plus cos x into log cos x. So final value, what is dv by dx? V goes up, you get minus sin x tan x plus cos x into log cos x. So put the value of v. So dv by dx is gonna be, what's the value of v? It is cos x to the power sin x minus sin x tan x plus cos x into log cos x. This is equation number 2. So you got equation number 1, equation number 2. So how are you going to put these two values? So I'm going to start from here. Y equal to, you have assumed the first part as u and the second part is v. Now you differentiating with respect to x. So you're differentiating y with respect to x. That means y is changing with respect to x. How do I write that? Dy by dx. In a similar fashion, u is changing with respect to x. How do I write that? Du by dx. And v is also changing, so dv by dx. So du by dx is the first expression. You're going to write this value plus dv by dx is the second expression which you are going to write. You need not simplify further, just leave the answer till here. So today we have completed a log function, so please go through these questions and try to solve on your own. You will come across a problem when there is a plus or a minus sign in between and you have to log and you have to apply log. For instance, look at this question. E to the power sine inverse x plus root x to the power x, that means function to the power function, function to the power function, and there's a plus sign in between. So what do I do? So I'm going to split this into u and v. So whenever there's a plus sign, we are going to split this into u into v. So your task for today is complete question number 4. This is exercise 7 subdivision 4. This is implicit, that is also not difficult. In the next episode or the next class, I'm going to complete implicit because this will not take time. Implicit, this is also implicit, and one more, this is parametric equation. So we will be left with only inverse function. Is that clear? Thank you.
बाह्रौं श्रेणीका विद्यार्थीहरूलाई पुनः एकचोटि म हार्दिक स्वागत गर्दछु यो अनलाइन क्लासमा र विशेष गरी आइएससी 2021 को निम्ति नेपाली विषयको तयारी गर्ने क्रममा हामीले एउटा क्लास मात्र योभन्दा अगाडि गर्न सकेका छौँ। अगमसिंह गिरी, जातीय कवि अगमसिंह गिरीको नचिनिने भएछौ शीर्षक कविता हामीले पढ्यौँ र अब हामी दोस्रो कविताबाटै दोस्रो कविता हामी पढ्न लागिरहेका छौँ र विद्यार्थीहरूलाई म 12औं श्रेणीका विद्यार्थीहरू जो घरै बसिरहेका विद्यार्थीहरूलाई फेरि एकचोटि म आग्रह गर्न चाहन्छु। बढ्दो लकडाउन है, लकडाउन बढ्दो छ र विशेष गरेर जुन प्रकारले स्कुल यो पश्चिम बङ्गालमा हेर्ने हो भनेदेखि स्कुल कलेजहरू 30 तारिक जुनसम्म बन्द रहने घोषणा भइसकेको छ र त्यस पछाडि मात्र खोल्न सक्ने सङ्केत देखिँदैछ। त्यसपछि पनि अनिश्चितता छ, के हुन्छ कसो हुन्छ, पछिबाटै राज्यको शिक्षा मन्त्रालयले अधिसूचना जारी गर्नेछ र विशेष गरेर म विद्यार्थीहरूलाई यो जुन 1 महिनाको अझै 1 महिनाको जुन समय छ घरमै बस्नुपर्ने, यो समयमा विद्यार्थीहरूले अनलाइन शिक्षाको फाइदा धेरैभन्दा धेरै मात्रामा लिइदिने म आग्रह गर्दछु र यो विभिन्न विषयमा जुन पढाइँदैछ यो विद्यार्थीहरूले युट्युबको माध्यमबाट, केटिभी फेसबुकको माध्यमबाट, यसको साथसाथै सोझो प्रसारण मार्फत पनि केबल मार्फत पनि यसको प्रसारण भइरहेको छ र विद्यार्थीहरूले कालिम्पोङमा हुनेहरूले केबल प्रसारण मार्फत अथवा बाहिर हुने विद्यार्थीहरूले पनि युट्युब मार्फत, फेसबुक मार्फत पनि हेरेर यो जुन एउटा फाइदा विद्यार्थीहरूलाई हामीले प्रदान गर्ने एउटा कोसिस, एउटा सानो भए पनि चेष्टा गरिरहेका छौँ। विद्यार्थीहरूले यसको फाइदा लिइदिन हुन म पुनः एकचोटि आग्रह गर्दै 12औं श्रेणीका विद्यार्थीहरूलाई विशेष गरेर मैले अस्ति नै मेरो जुन पहिलो सेसन थियो त्यो सेसनमा मैले जम्मै कुरा बताइसकेको छु। पाठ्यक्रम सम्बन्धी कुन कुन कथा, कुन कुन कविता, कुन उपन्यास पढ्नुपर्ने, नाटकमा कुन चाहिँ परेको छ पाठ्यक्रम अन्तर्गत, जुन चाहिँ हामी हुन त नाटक हामी साह्रै पढाउँदैनौँ तर पनि दार्जिलिङतिर कतिवटा स्कुलहरूमा नाटक पनि पढाइन्छ। यो जम्मै कुराहरूको वृत्तान्त मैले अनि त्यसको सँगसँगै मार्क्स निबन्धलाई कति, अरू विषयलाई कति दिइन्छ यसको जम्मै जानकारी विद्यार्थीहरूलाई अघिल्लो क्रममा मैले दिइसकेको छु र अघिल्लो सेसनमा छुट्न गएका विद्यार्थीहरूले पनि युट्युब मार्फत त्यो अगाडिको क्लासको खोजेर भए पनि हेर्ने, त्यहाँ चाहिँ पाठ्यक्रम, त्यहाँ सिलेबसमा कुन कुन को निम्ति कति कति अङ्क दिएको हुन्छ, जस्तो प्रथम खण्डमा कति अङ्क, दोस्रो खण्डमा कति अङ्क दिइन्छ, त्यसको सम्पूर्ण विवरण मैले त्यो सेसनमा दिइसकेको छु। र आज नेपाली विषय पढाउने क्रममा आइएससी 2021 को निम्ति विद्यार्थीहरूलाई तयारी गराउने क्रममा हाम्रो सधैँ पढिरहेको पुस्तक हामीले यो कविता कुञ्जबाट, आइएससी कविता कुञ्जबाट आज हामी अर्को एउटा कविता, अर्को एउटा नयाँ कविता पढ्न लागिरहेका छौँ। दोस्रो कविता 12औं श्रेणीको निम्ति पाठ 7 मा आकाशका तारा के तारा, हरिभक्त कटुवालको यो कविता। आकाशका तारा के तारा शीर्षक छ यो कविता आकाशको तारालाई के तारा भन्नु। हाम्रै वरिपरि हाम्रै धरतीमा भएका ताराहरूलाई हामीले मूल्याङ्कन गर्न सकेका छैनौँ, याद गर्न सकेका छैनौँ, उनीहरूको कदर गर्न सकेका छैनौँ। आकाशको तारालाई मात्र के तारा मान्नु भनेर हरिभक्त कटुवालले लेखेको खुबै राम्रो, खुबै सान्दर्भिक, खुबै यथार्थवादी कविता आज हामी पढ्न लागिरहेका छौँ। आकाशका तारा के तारा, यो कविता कुञ्जबाट पाठ 7 मा रहेको कविता हामी पढ्न लागिरहेका छौँ। र यसभन्दा अघि हामीले जान्नुपर्ने हुन्छ कवि हरिभक्त कटुवाल। कविता पढ्नभन्दा अघि हामीले कवि हरिभक्त कटुवाललाई जान्नुपर्ने, बुझ्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। र म कवि हरिभक्त कटुवालको परिचय विद्यार्थीहरूको अगाडि यो साझा गर्न लागिरहेको छु। हरिभक्त कटुवालको जन्म 2 जुलाई 1935 मा हरिभक्त कटुवालको जन्म भयो अनि हरिभक्त कटुवालको मृत्यु 10 सेप्टेम्बर 1980। उहाँको जीवन आयु हेर्ने हो भने 45 वर्षको उमेर मात्र कवि कटुवाल बाँच्नुभयो। र यो 45 वर्षको आयुभित्र कवि कटुवाल एकजना सफल गीतकारको रूपमा, एकजना सफल कविको रूपमा, एकजना समाज सचेतकको रूपमा, एकजना यथार्थवादी कविको रूपमा हामी पाउन सक्छौँ कवि हरिभक्त कटुवाललाई। उनको जन्म आसामको डिब्रुगढमा भएको हो। आसामको डिब्रुगढमा जन्मेका हरिभक्त कटुवाल नेपाली साहित्यका एक प्रसिद्ध कवि अनि गीतकारको रूपमा परिचित छन्। उनलाई एकजना कविको रूपमा अनि एक असल गीतकारको रूपमा पनि हामी चिन्छौँ। बिएको अध्ययनलाई पूर्ण गर्न नपाएका हरिभक्त कटुवाल सहज र सरल गद्य शैलीमा कविता लेख्ने लोकप्रिय कवि हुन्। हरिभक्त कटुवालले एकदमै सरल कविता लेखेका छन्। कविता पढ्दा पढ्दै सहजै बुझ्न सक्छौँ। क्लिष्ट भाषाको प्रयोग गरेका छैनन्। शब्दहरू पनि क्लिष्ट शब्दहरूको प्रयोग हरिभक्त कटुवालले गरेका छैनन्। एकदमै सरल छ अनि सहज सजिलैसँग बुझ्न सक्ने कविताहरू हरिभक्त कटुवालले लेखेका छन्। आफूले बाँचेको परिवेश तथा समाजलाई इमान्दारसँग आफ्ना कविताहरूमा प्रस्तुत गर्नु उनको कविता लेखनको विशेषता हो। आफू जुन समाजमा हुर्केका छन्, जुन समाजमा बसेका छन्, त्यो समाजको स्थिति, त्यो समाजको परिवेश, त्यो समाजको यथार्थ चित्रण गर्न कवि कटुवाल सधैँ प्रतिबद्ध छन्। अनि कवि कटुवालले खुबै सरल तरिकाले, सहज तरिकाले समाजको स्थितिलाई, हाम्रो समाजको स्थितिलाई, हाम्रो समाजको परिवेशलाई देखाउने चेष्टा कविताको माध्यमबाट गरेका छन् र उनको कविता लेखनको यो एउटा विशेषता पनि हो। उनका कविताहरूमा मानिसको जीवनमा देखा पर्ने विभिन्न परिस्थितिहरूको सुरम्य चित्र पाइन्छ। खुबै एकदम राम्रो प्रकारले चित्रै कोरेको जस्तो हाम्रो समाजमा बसोबासो गर्ने जुन मानिसहरूको जीवन स्तर छ, त्यो जीवनलाई सहज तरिकाले देखाउने, मान्छे कुन अवस्थामा बाँचिरहेको छ, मान्छे कसरी बसिरहेको छ, यो अवस्थालाई, मान्छेको जीवनमा देखा पर्ने विभिन्न परिस्थितिहरूलाई उनले एउटा चित्र कोरेको जस्तो, नक्सा बनाएको जस्तो गरेर कवितामा उतार्ने चेष्टा गरेका छन्। हरिभक्त कटुवालले आफ्नो जीवन धान्ने क्रम केही वर्ष नेपालमा व्यतीत गरे। हरिभक्त कटुवालले जीवन धान्ने क्रममा केही वर्षसम्म नेपालमा बसे, तर नेपालमा बस्दा उनको जीवन खुबै सङ्घर्षशील, खुबै दुःखदायी जीवन व्यतीत गरेको हामी पढ्छौँ। उनको जीवनीलाई हेर्दा निकै सङ्घर्षको जीवन नेपालमा व्यतीत गरे उनले। त्यसपछि आफ्नो स्वदेश, आफ्नो जन्मभूमि नै उनी फर्केर आए। अन्तमा उनी आफ्नो मातृभूमि, आफ्नो जन्मभूमि भारतमै फर्केर आए अनि आफ्नो अन्तिम जीवन उनले भारतमा नै व्यतीत गरे, आफ्नो जन्मभूमिमा नै व्यतीत गरे। उनले मुक्ति, हिमालय, प्रज्ञा, हिमाल आदि पत्रिकाको सम्पादन पनि गरेका थिए। उनले सम्पादन गरेका पत्रपत्रिकाहरूमा मुक्ति पत्रिका, हिमालय पत्रिका, प्रज्ञा, हिमाल जस्ता पत्रपत्रिकाको उनले सम्पादन पनि गरे। उनका प्रकाशित कृतिहरूमा हामी सम्झना गीत सङ्ग्रह, सुधा खण्डकाव्य, भित्री मान्छे बोल्न सक्छ कविता सङ्ग्रह, यो जिन्दगी खैके जिन्दगी कविता सङ्ग्रह, बदनाम मेरा यी आँखाहरू गीत र कविता सङ्ग्रह, स्पष्टीकरण कथा सङ्ग्रह कथा पनि लेखेका छन्। उनी एकजना कवि, एकजना गीतकार सँगै एक कथाकार पनि हुन्। उनको कथा सङ्ग्रह पनि प्रकाशित भएको छ, स्पष्टीकरण। यो जिन्दगी खोइके जिन्दगी खुबै चर्चित उनको कविता सङ्ग्रह हो। अनि भित्री मान्छे बोल्न खोज्छ कविता सङ्ग्रह पनि खुबै चर्चामा रहेको कविता सङ्ग्रहमा आउँछ। अनि सम्झना गीत सङ्ग्रह, सुधा खण्डकाव्य यस्ता विभिन्न कृतिहरू लेखेर नेपाली साहित्यको श्रीवृद्धिमा, नेपाली साहित्यको विकासमा कवि हरिभक्त कटुवालले उल्लेखनीय योगदान पुर्याएका छन् र कवि हरिभक्त कटुवाललाई धेरैजना साहित्यकारहरूले धेरैजना आलोचकहरूले निराशावादी कविको रूपमा पनि मानेका छन्। निराशावादी कवि भनेर भनेका छन्। उनको जस्तो उदाहरणको लागि यो जिन्दगी खोइके जिन्दगी जस्ता कविताहरू छ। यो कविताहरूलाई हेर्दाखेरि उनी निराशावादी कवि जस्तो देखिन्छन्। तथापि उनका कृतिहरूमा फेरि हामी राम्ररी घोत्लिएर अध्ययन गऱ्यौँ भनेदेखि उनी जीवनप्रति आशावादी पनि छन्। उनको निराशा कतिवटा कविताहरूमा कतिवटा लेखनमा निराशा देखिए पनि अन्तमा गएर उनले होइन यसो गर्नुपर्छ भनेर सन्देश पनि दिने चेष्टा गरेका छन् अथवा जीवनलाई एउटा सकारात्मक दृष्टिकोणमा पनि हेरेका छन् र एक आशावादी विचारधारा पनि उनले आफ्नो कविताहरूमा व्यक्त गरेका छन्। र हरिभक्त कटुवाल एक सफल, एक सरल, एक सहज कविको रूपमा हामीले चिनेका छौँ। उनका कविताहरूमा खुबै हाम्रो ग्रामीण जीवनको, हाम्रो परिवेशको, हाम्रो मानिसहरूले भोग्नु परेको कठिनता, हाम्रो मानिसहरूले भोग्नु परेको परिस्थिति स्थितिलाई खुबै राम्रो प्रकारले दर्शाउने, देखाउने, चित्र कोरेको जस्तो गरेर देखाउने चेष्टा कवि हरिभक्त कटुवालले गरेका छन्। र उनको कविता आज हामी पढ्न लागिरहेका छौँ। आकाशका तारा के तारा, हरिभक्त कटुवालको यो कविता हामी पढ्न लागिरहेका छौँ। 12औं श्रेणीका विद्यार्थीहरूको पाठ्यक्रममा आइएससीको पाठ्यक्रमभित्र पढ्ने यो कविता आकाशका तारा के तारा, हरिभक्त कटुवालको कविता आज हामी यो विस्तारपूर्वक विद्यार्थीहरूलाई वर्णन गर्न गइरहेका छौँ। प्रिय, आकाशमा चम्कने 9 लाख तारा, 9 लाख तारा, 2 तारा ल्याई लुर्काना बनाई तिम्रा बुच्चा कानहरूमा झुन्डाइदिन सके कस्तो हुँदो। यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन् प्रिय भनेर आफ्नो प्रेयसीलाई सम्झना गरेका छन् र प्रेयसीलाई सम्बोधन गरेर, आफ्नो प्रियलाई सम्बोधन गरेर कविले भनेका छन् आकाश भन्नाले त हामी सहजै बुझ्छौँ। हामी आकाशपट्टि फर्केर ती ताराहरूलाई हामी हेर्ने गर्छौँ। साँझको समयमा ती ताराहरू लागिरहेको, आकाशमा जुन लागिरहेको त्यो दृश्यहरू हामी हेर्छौँ र आकाशका ती ताराहरू देख्दा टाढोमा भएको कारणले गर्दा ती सुन्दर देख्छौँ हामी। कति राम्रो त्यो चम्किरहेको, कति राम्रो त्यो उज्यालोपना दिइरहेको, त्यो उज्यालो प्रकाश दिइरहेको ती तारा पुञ्जहरू हेर्दाखेरि हामीलाई आनन्द लाग्छ। हामी आनन्द विभोर भएर आकाशतिर फर्केर ताराहरू हेर्छौँ। अनि कवि पनि ती ताराहरूप्रति आकर्षित भएर आकाशमा चम्कने 9 लाख तारा, 2 तारा ल्याई लुर्काना बनाई तिम्रो बुच्चा कानहरूमा झुन्डाइदिन सके कस्तो हुँदो। आफ्नो प्रेयसीलाई उनले भनेका छन् त्यो आकाशमा चम्किरहने 9 लाख ताराहरूमध्ये 2टै मात्र भए पनि तारा ल्याएर टिपेर ल्याएर तिमीलाई कानको बनाइदिन पाएदेखि, कानको लुर्काना बनाइदिन पाएदेखि कति आनन्द हुन्थ्यो होला है, कति आनन्द लाग्ने थियो होला भनेर यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन्। तिम्रा बुच्चा कानहरू, बुच्चो कान भनेको गहना नलगाएको कानलाई बुच्चो कान भनेर भनिन्छ। बुच्चो भन्नुको अर्थ जुन कानमा चाहिँ गहना लगाइएको छैन, गहना नलगाइएको कानलाई बुच्चो कान भनेर भनिन्छ। तिम्रो त्यो बुच्चो कानमा ती ताराहरू ल्याएर लुर्काना बनाएर झुन्डाइदिन पाए कति राम्रो हुन्थ्यो होला भनेर कविले भनेका छन्। तर फेरि उनले तर भनेर सम्बोधन गरेका छन्। तर प्रिय, ती तारा टाढा आकाशमा रहनाले नै तारा छन्। तर प्रिय, आकाशमा भएको कारणले गर्दा, धेरै कोसौँ टाढा आकाशमा ती ताराहरू भएको कारणले गर्दा नै ती तारा छन्। यदि नजिकमा भइदिएको भए त्यो ताराको कुनै अर्थ हुने थिएन, त्यसको कुनै मूल्य हुने थिएन। सायद मान्छेले नजिकमा भएको चिजलाई वास्ता गर्दैन, आफ्नो छेउमा भएको चिजलाई हामी मानिसहरूले वास्ता गर्दैनौँ। टाढोको चिजलाई हामी कदर गर्छौँ, मूल्याङ्कन गर्छौँ, त्यसको गुणगान गाउँछौँ। तर नजिकमा भएको, आफ्नै छेउमा भएको चिजलाई हामी कहिले पनि मूल्याङ्कन गर्दैनौँ, त्यसको स्तुति गाउँदैनौँ अथवा गुणगान गर्दैनौँ, त्यसको कदर गर्दैनौँ भन्ने कुरा यहाँ कविले दर्शाउने चेष्टा गरेका छन्। ती तारा टाढा आकाशमा रहनाले नै तारा छन्। हातले टिप्न सक्ने फल चाहिँ फल्दा हुन् त ती तारा, रुखमा तारा नभई झटारा हुन्थे। यदि हातले टिप्न सक्ने ठाउँमा भइदिएको भए, ती ताराहरूलाई हामीले सहज तरिकाले टिप्न सक्ने भएको भए, हातले सहजै टिप्न सक्ने, रुखमा फलेको फल जस्तो टिप्न सक्ने भएको भए ती तारा चाहिँ तारा नभएर झटारा हुन्थे भन्नुको मतलब मान्छेले सहजै गरेर टिप्न सक्ने थिए अथवा मान्छेले ढुङ्गा हानेर अथवा झटारो हानेर मान्छेले त्यसलाई के गर्ने थियो, झार्ने थियो। त्यो नजिकमा भएको भए त्यो ताराको कुनै मूल्याङ्कन हुने थिएन, कुनै मूल्य हुने थिएन। टाढोमा भएको कारणले गर्दा नै तारा भनेर त्यसको हामी प्रशंसा गर्छौँ, त्यसको गुणगान गाउँछौँ भनेर कविले भनेका छन्। तारा नभई झटारा हुन्थे, टाढा छन् त्यसैले तिनको सम्मान छ, टाढोमा भएको कारणले गर्दा नै त्यसको इज्जत छ। कवि कलाकारहरूको मुखमा ताराको गुणगान छ, कविहरूले पनि ताराको गुणगान गाएर कविता लेखिरहेका छन्, कलाकारहरूले पनि ताराको गुणगान गरेर गीत सृजना गरिरहेका छन्, गीत गाइरहेका छन्, गीत लेखिरहेका छन्। टाढोमा भएको चिजको प्रशंसा भइरहेको छ, गुणगान भइरहेको छ, त्यसको महिमा गाउने काम भइरहेको छ। तिनीहरूकै तथ्य खोज्नमा व्यस्त विज्ञान छ, तिनीहरूकै तथ्य खोज्नमा। विज्ञानलाई हेऱ्यौँ भने, हामीले साइन्सलाई हेर्ने हो भने, साइन्स प्रत्येक दिन ती ताराहरूको अध्ययनमै लागिरहेको छ। ती जुन र ताराहरूको अध्ययनमा, ती ताराहरूको खोजमा, अनुसन्धानमा विज्ञान दिन रात लागिरहेको छ, खोजिरहेको छ, त्यसको अध्ययन गरिरहेको छ। पृथ्वीका जीवले आकाशमा ती तारालाई मात्र देख्छन्, तारा टाढा देख्ने ती आँखाले। यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन् पृथ्वीमा बसेको जीव, हामी प्राणीहरू पृथ्वीमा जति पनि छौँ, हामीले आकाशमा ती लागेको तारालाई मात्र तारा जस्तो देख्छौँ। आकाशमा भएको कारणले गर्दा नै त्यसलाई हामी खुब महिमा गाउँछौँ, गुणगान गाउँछौँ, प्रशंसा गर्छौँ, त्यसको हामी सम्मान गर्छौँ। अनि त्यो तारा देख्दाखेरि हामीलाई खुब आनन्द लाग्छ, राम्रो लाग्छ, त्यो खुबै सम्माननीय बन्छ हाम्रो नजरमा। यहाँनिर कविले त्यही भनेका छन्, पृथ्वीमा भएको जीवले आकाशमा भएको ताराको कदर गर्छ, आँखाले खुबै सम्मानको दृष्टिकोणले हेर्छ। देख्न सकेनन् वरिपरि पृथ्वीका तारा, तर यहाँनिर कविले खुबै गहन, खुबै महत्त्वपूर्ण, खुबै सान्दर्भिक कुरा के गरेका छन् भनेदेखि, टाढो आकाशमा भएको ताराको हामी स्तुति गाउँछौँ, प्रशंसा गर्छौँ, गुणगान गाउँछौँ टाढोमा भएको कारणले गर्दा, तर हाम्रै वरिपरि थुप्रै ताराहरू छन्, हाम्रै गाउँ समाजमा पनि थुप्रै ताराहरू छन्, हाम्रै पृथ्वीमा पनि थुप्रै ताराहरू छन्। तर हाम्रै वरिपरि भएको ताराहरूलाई हामी कहिले पनि सम्मानको नजरले हेर्दैनौँ, उनीहरूको स्तुति कहिले पनि गर्दैनौँ, हामी उनीहरूको मूल्याङ्कन हामी कहिले पनि गर्दैनौँ। यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन्, कविको भनाइ के छ भने, देख्न सकेनन् वरिपरिका पृथ्वीका तारा, चामे रामे हर्के बिरे कति तारा छन् पृथ्वीमै, तर देख्ने कसले। यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन् पृथ्वीमै पनि थुप्रै ताराहरू छन्, चामे रामे हर्के बिरे कति तारा छन्। भन्नुको अर्थ हाम्रो समाजमा दिन रात खटिदिने ती कृषक बन्धुहरू, ती मजदुरहरू, ती श्रमजीवीहरू जसले दिनरात खटिरहेका छन्, यो पृथ्वीलाई उन्नतशील बनाउनको निम्ति, यो भूमिलाई उन्नतशील बनाउनको निम्ति हामीलाई हरेक दिन हाम्रो निम्ति सहायता गरिदिने ती कृषक दाजुभाइहरू, ती मजदुरहरू, ती श्रमजीवीहरू, हरेक दिन खट्ने ती मेहनती, ती पौरखी हातहरू, जसलाई कविले चामे हर्के बिरे रामे भनेर सम्बोधन गरेका छन्। यस्ता व्यक्तिहरूलाई हामीले कहिले पनि सम्बोधन गर्न सकेका छैनौँ, यस्ता व्यक्तिहरूलाई हामीले कहिले पनि इज्जत दिन सकेका छैनौँ, कहिले पनि हामीले सम्मान दिन सकेका छैनौँ। अनि यस्ता श्रमजीवीहरूलाई कहिले पनि हामीले मूल्याङ्कन गरेका छैनौँ। यहाँनिर कविले हाम्रो पृथ्वीको वरिपरि भएका ताराहरूलाई हामीले कदर गर्न सकेका छैनौँ भन्ने कुरा व्यक्त गरेका छन्। तारा भएरै पनि ती बिचारा घाँस बाँसको डोहोले पी आँसुका नुनिला धारा गनी गनी टाढाका तारा कुकुर जस्तै हिँड भएर बिताइरहेछन् जीवन सारा। तर हाम्रै वरिपरि भएका यी चामे रामे हर्के बिरे यस्ता थुप्रै श्रमजीवीहरू, खटी खानेहरू, श्रम गरेर बस्ने व्यक्तिहरूलाई हामीले कहिले पनि मूल्याङ्कन गरेनौँ। उनीहरूलाई खानको दुःख छ, बाँसको दुःख छ, घाँस र बाँसको डोहोमा एउटा यति साह्रो समस्यामा उनीहरू बसिरहेका छन्, दिनरात नुरिलो आँसु पिएर बसिरहेका छन्। उनीहरूलाई खाद्यान्नको सङ्कट छ, अभाव छ, समस्या छ, उनीहरूले राम्रो जीवन जिउन पाएका छैनन्, आफ्ना छोराछोरीहरूलाई उच्च शिक्षा दिन सकेका छैनन्। अति सङ्घर्षको जीवन ती रामे हर्के बिरेहरूले व्यतीत गरिरहेका छन्। ती श्रमजीवीहरूले, ती मजदुरहरूले, ती कृषक बन्धुहरूले कति धेरै दुःख कष्ट सहेर यो पृथ्वीमा काम गरिरहेका छन्, दिनरात मेहनत गरिरहेका छन्। कसको निम्ति? तपाईँ हाम्रो निम्ति, यो समाजको निम्ति, तपाईँ हाम्रो जीवन स्तर सुधार्नको निम्ति यति धेरै दुःख गरिरहेका छन्। तर यति बेसी दुःख गर्दाखेरि पनि आँसुका धारा, नुनिलो धारा पिएर बसेका यस्ता ताराहरूलाई, पृथ्वीको ताराहरूलाई कहिले पनि हामीले मूल्याङ्कन गर्ने काम गरेनौँ। यिनीहरू त्यो गल्लीमा घुमिहिँड्ने कुकुर जस्तो हीन भएर, नीच भएर बस्नु परिरहेको छ, त्यस्तो अवस्थामा बाँच्नु परिरहेको छ भनेर यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन्। आकाशका तारा के तारा, न उनमा छ आफ्नोपन केही, एक सूर्यको ज्योतिमा नै ती ताराको अस्तित्व हराउँछ। यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन् आकाशको तारालाई हामी खुब इज्जत दिन्छौँ, सम्मान दिन्छौँ, तर त्यो आकाशमा लागेको ताराको के आफ्नोपन छ, के अस्तित्व छ? त्यसको अस्तित्व नै छैन। सूर्य जब उदय हुन्छ, सूर्य उदय हुने बित्तिकै त्यो आकाशमा लागेका ताराहरू आफै हराएर जान्छ, हामी देख्न सक्दैनौँ। जब बिहान सूर्यको प्रकाश देखा पर्न थाल्छ, सूर्य उदय हुन्छ, सूर्य उदय हुने बित्तिकै ती ताराहरू आफै हराएर जान्छ, ती ताराहरू आफै ओझेल हुन्छ, हराउँछ। त आफ्नो अस्तित्व नभएका, आफ्नोपन नभएका ताराहरूलाई चाहिँ हामी कदर गर्छौँ। तर हाम्रै समाजमा भएका ताराहरू, हाम्रो निम्ति दिनरात श्रम गर्ने, दिनरात मेहनत गर्ने ताराहरूलाई चाहिँ हामी कहिले पनि मूल्याङ्कन गर्न सक्दैनौँ भनेर कविले भनेका छन्। तर यी तारा हर्के बिरे चामे सारा कसले चिन्ने यिनीहरूलाई? चिन्न सके त एक हर्केमा, एक बिरेमा एक सूर्यको शक्ति निहित, एक चामेको, एक रामेको विवेक ज्योतिले विश्व सिँगार्छ। अब यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन् यदि हामीले हाम्रो पृथ्वीमा दिनरात खट्ने हर्केलाई, बिरेलाई, चामेलाई चिन्नु हो भने यिनीहरूभित्र यस्तो शक्ति छ, एउटा रामेमा, एउटा बिरेमा, एउटा चामेमा एउटा सूर्यको जस्तो शक्ति छ, निहित भनेको ऊभित्र छ। ऊभित्र यस्तो एउटा शक्ति छ, एउटा सूर्यको जसरी ताप छ, सूर्यको जति शक्ति छ, त्यो शक्ति एकवटा ती श्रम गर्ने व्यक्तिहरूमा छ, एकजना ती मेहनती पौरखी हातहरूमा त्यो शक्ति निहित रहेको हुन्छ। अनि तिनीहरूले यो विश्वलाई सिँगारेर राखेका छन्। उनीहरूको शक्ति, उनीहरूको विवेक, उनीहरूको ज्ञानले, उनीहरूको पौरखले, मेहनतले आज विश्वलाई सियारेको छ, विश्वलाई सिँगारेर राखेको छ, विश्वलाई राम्रो बनाएको छ, यो धरतीलाई उर्वर धरती बनाएको छ, यो धरतीलाई खुबै राम्रो बनाएको छ। र यी परिश्रमी व्यक्तिहरूलाई हामीले कहिले पनि मूल्याङ्कन गर्न सकेनौँ भन्ने कविको विचार छ। अन्धो पृथ्वी, अन्धा हामी, हाम्रा लागि तारा टाढा हुनाले तारा छन्, रामे बिरे चामे हर्के बिरे झटारा छन्। यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन् टाढोमा भएको तारालाई चाहिँ हामी तारा सम्झिरहेका छौँ, टाढामा भएको ताराको हामी महिमा गाइरहेका छौँ, गुणगान गरिरहेका छौँ। तर हाम्रै वरिपरि भएका रामे चामे हर्केहरू चाहिँ हामी झटारो जस्तो गरिरहेका छौँ, तिनीहरूको मूल्याङ्कन छैन। जसरी त्यो झटारोको कुनै महत्त्व रहँदैन, रुखमा फ्याँकिने झटारोको कुनै महत्त्व रहँदैन, त्यही महत्त्व कहिले पनि हामीले हाम्रो गाउँमा, हाम्रो समाजमा, हाम्रो सहरमा, हाम्रो टोलमा, हाम्रो क्षेत्रमा, हाम्रो भूमिको निम्ति, हाम्रो मातृभूमिको निम्ति, हाम्रो देशको निम्ति, हाम्रो विश्वको निम्ति काम गर्ने मेहनती पौरखी ती श्रमजीवीहरूलाई हामीले कहिले पनि मूल्याङ्कन गर्न सकेनौँ। हामी अन्धो छौँ, यो पृथ्वी पनि अन्धो छ, आँखा नदेख्ने जस्तो, अनि हामी पनि अन्धा छौँ। हामीले जसलाई चिन्नुपर्ने उसलाई चाहिँ हामीले चिन्न सकेका छैनौँ भनेर कवि हरिभक्त कटुवालले हामीलाई भनेका छन्। जसलाई मूल्याङ्कन गर्नुपर्ने उसलाई हामीले मूल्याङ्कन गर्न सकेका छैनौँ। फोस्रो चिजमा हामी मूल्याङ्कन गर्दै हिँडिरहेका छौँ, तर जसलाई मूल्याङ्कन गर्नुपर्ने, जसलाई याद गर्नुपर्ने, हामीले जसलाई बुझ्नुपर्ने उसलाई चाहिँ हामीले बुझ्न सकेका छैनौँ। भयो प्रिय आकाशका ती तारा ल्याई लुर्काना किन लाउने, पृथ्वीका तारा सियार्न किन नथाल्ने, प्रिय अझै अलिक दिन बुच्चै बसिदेऊ, बुच्चा कानमा लुर्काना होइन, पृथ्वीका रत्न बटुली तिम्रो मनको कालो आकाशमा ज्योति सजाउँला। अब यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन्, भयो प्रिय अब त्यो आकाशका ताराहरूको खोजी गर्न नथालौँ, ती आकाशका ताराहरू ल्याएर लुर्काना बनाउने सपना पनि नदेखौँ, आकाशका तारा ल्याएर लुर्काना लगाउने सपना नदेखौँ। अब हामी हाम्रै पृथ्वीमा भएका ताराहरूलाई स्याहार्न थालौँ, हाम्रै वरिपरि भएका ती श्रमजीवी ताराहरू, ती मेहनती पौरखी ताराहरू, दिनरात हाम्रो निम्ति खट्ने, हाम्रो भूमिको निम्ति खट्ने ती ताराहरूको निम्ति हामीले सोचौँ, ती ताराहरूलाई स्याहार गरौँ। हामी अझै अलिक दिन बुच्चै बसिदेऊ, तिमी अझै अलिक दिन कानमा केही नलगाइकन बस, बुच्चै बस, बुच्चा कानमा लुर्काना होइन, बुच्चा कानमा तिमीलाई कानको त्यो झुम्का होइन, लुर्काना होइन, पृथ्वीका रत्न बटुली तिम्रो मनको कालो आकाशमा ज्योति सजाउँला। यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन्, तिमीलाई त्यो गहना होइन, रत्न होइन, तर पृथ्वीको रत्न भनेको ती श्रमजीवीहरू, रामे, बिरे, चामे, यस्ता ती श्रमजीवीहरू जसले श्रम गर्दैछन्, खट्दैछन्, ती खट्ने व्यक्तिहरू बटुलेर तिम्रो मनको जुन कालो आकाश छ त्यसमा चाहिँ ज्योति सजाउने काम चाहिँ गर्नुपर्छ। अब ज्योति सजाउँला भनेर यहाँनिर कविले भनेका छन्, तिम्रो मनलाई उज्यालो पार्ने, त्यो कानमा सुनका गहनाहरू, आकाशका ताराहरू बटुलेर ल्याएर गहना बनाएर लुर्काना बनाएर लाउने होइन, तर हामीले हाम्रै वरिपरि भएका ती पौरखी हातहरूलाई, ती मेहनती व्यक्तिहरूलाई, ती श्रमजीवीहरूलाई, दिनरात खट्ने ती व्यक्तिहरूलाई हामीले मूल्याङ्कन गर्नुपर्छ। हाम्रो मन र मस्तिष्कले उनीहरूको गुणगान गाउनुपर्छ, ती व्यक्तिहरूको गुणगान गाउनुपर्छ। यस्ता व्यक्तिहरूलाई हामीले सम्मान दिन सक्नुपर्छ जसले हाम्रो जीवन बचाएर राखेको छ, जसले हाम्रो जीवनको निम्ति हरेक दिन भिजेर घाम पानीको परवाह नगरिकन काम गरिदिइरहेका छन्। यस्ता व्यक्तिहरूलाई हामीले मूल्याङ्कन गर्न सक्नुपर्छ, कदर गर्न सक्नुपर्छ। टाढोमा देखिएको तारा जसको कुनै अस्तित्व छैन, जसको कुनै आफ्नोपन छैन, त्यसलाई हामी प्रशंसा गरिरहेका छौँ, त्यसको तथ्य खोजिरहेका छौँ, त्यसको गीत लेखिरहेका छौँ, त्यसको प्रशंसा गरिरहेका छौँ, तर हामीले हाम्रो नजिकमा भएको, हाम्रै वरिपरि भएको ताराहरू, ती श्रमजीवीहरूको चाहिँ हामीले कहिले पनि कदर गर्न सकेका छैनौँ भनेर कविले आकाशको तारा के तारा, आकाशको तारा के तारा, तर हाम्रै वरिपरिका रत्नहरू, हाम्रै पृथ्वीका रत्नहरू, पृथ्वीको निम्ति खट्ने मेहनती व्यक्तिहरू चाहिँ वास्तवमा असली ताराहरू चाहिँ ती पृथ्वीमै खट्ने श्रमजीवीहरू हुन् भनेर कवि हरिभक्त कटुवालले खुबै राम्रो प्रकारले सामाजिक चित्रण गरेका छन्। यथार्थ रूपमा हाम्रो समाजको अवस्थालाई देखाउने चेष्टा गरेका छन्। हामीले मूल्याङ्कन गर्न नसकेका त्यस्ता व्यक्तिहरूलाई हामीले मूल्याङ्कन गर्नुपर्छ, कदर गर्नुपर्छ भनेर कवि हरिभक्त कटुवालले हामीलाई एउटा मिठो राम्रो सन्देश यो कविताको माध्यमबाट खुबै सरल तरिकाले, खुबै सहज तरिकाले दिएका छन्। र हामीले आजको पाठ अन्तर्गत कवि हरिभक्त कटुवालको आकाशका तारा के तारा शीर्षक कविता पढ्यौँ र यहाँबाट पनि विद्यार्थीहरूलाई मैले अघिल्लो सेसनमा भने जस्तै विद्यार्थीहरूलाई आइएससीमा विशेष गरेर कविताको सारांश लेख्न पनि दिइन्छ। कहिलेकाहीँ दुईवटा कविता दिएको हुन्छ, दुईवटा कविताको शीर्षक दिएको हुन्छ, कुनै एउटा कविताको सारांश लेख, उदाहरणको लागि आकाशका तारा के तारा अथवा नचिनिने भएछौ, कुनै कविता दुईवटा कविताको शीर्षक दिएको हुन्छ, त्यहाँबाट कविताको सारांश लेख्नुपर्ने हुन्छ 12.5 अङ्कको। विद्यार्थीहरूले कहिलेकाहीँ कुनै एउटा पङ्क्ति दिएर सप्रसङ्ग व्याख्या गर्नुहोस् भनेर व्याख्या गर्न पनि दिएको हुन्छ। अनि प्राय जस्तो प्रश्नहरू अवतरण दिएर, उद्धरण दिएर त्यहाँबाट प्रश्न सोधिएको हुन्छ। जस्तो उदाहरणको लागि, भयो प्रिय आकाशका ती तारा ल्याई लुर्काना किन लाउने, पृथ्वीका तारा स्याहार्न किन नथाल्ने, प्रिय अझै अलिक दिन बुच्चै बसिदेऊ, बुच्चा कानमा लुर्काना होइन, पृथ्वीका रत्न बटुली तिम्रो मनको कालो आकाशमा ज्योति सजाउँला। यहाँबाट यो अवतरण कहाँबाट निकालिएको, यसका कवि को हुन्, यस कविताका कवि हरिभक्त कटुवालले लेखेका कुनै दुईवटा कृतिको नाम लेख, उनको जन्म कहाँ भएको थियो अथवा उनको उनले कस्ता कृतिहरू लेखे, यस्तो पनि प्रश्न कहिलेकाहीँ आउने गर्छ र विद्यार्थीहरूले तयारी गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। सँगसँगै यहाँबाट अवतरणबाट आकाशको तारा भन्नाले के बुझिन्छ, यहाँनिर पृथ्वीको तारा भनेर कसलाई सम्बोधन, कसलाई भनिएको हो, पृथ्वीका तारा स्याहार्न किन नथाल्ने भनेर कविले के भनेका छन्, पृथ्वीका तारा कसरी स्याहार्नुपर्छ अथवा कसरी स्याहार्नुपर्छ भनेर कविले भनेका छन्। प्रिय अझै अलिक दिन बुच्चै बसिदेऊ, यहाँ बुच्चै भन्नाले के बुझिन्छ, बुच्चैको अर्थ के हो, अनि बुच्चै बसिदेऊ भनेर कविले कसलाई र किन भनेका छन्। पृथ्वीका रत्न भन्नाले के बुझिन्छ, तिम्रो मनको कालो आकाशमा ज्योति सजाउँला भनेर कविले के भनेका छन्, यहाँ ज्योति सजाउनु भन्नुको तात्पर्य के हो। यस्तो प्रकारका प्रश्नहरू सोधिएको हुन्छ र विद्यार्थीहरूले मैले जुन व्याख्या सजिलोसँग सहजसँग विद्यार्थीहरूलाई यो कविताको एउटा सार, कविताको भाव, कविताको मूल भाव सहज तरिकाले बताएको छु। विद्यार्थीहरूले अवश्य नै बुझे होलान् भन्ने मैले आशा राखेको छु र यहाँबाट विद्यार्थीहरूले व्याख्या गर्ने, अवतरणबाट सोधिएका प्रश्नको उत्तर तयारी गर्ने अनि सारांश कुनै पनि प्रश्न आउन सक्छ र विद्यार्थीहरूले यसको निम्ति राम्रो तयारी घरमा बसेर गर्ने। अनि यो लकडाउनको समयमा म फेरि विद्यार्थीहरूलाई आग्रह गर्दछु, पठन सँगसँगै पाठ्यपुस्तक पढ्नु सँगसँगै लेख्ने अभ्यासलाई निरन्तरता दिनुपर्छ। जति बेसी लेख्छौ, जति बेसी लेख्ने अभ्यास गर्छौ, त्यति नै भाषा साहित्यमा हामी पारङ्गत हुन्छौँ, पर्फेक्ट हुन सक्छौँ। त्यसरी नै लेख्ने अभ्यासलाई चाहिँ विद्यार्थीहरूले एकदमै नियमितता दिने, लेखिरहने, समय पाउँदा लेखिरहने, निबन्धका कुनै पनि विषयमा लेखिरहने अथवा कथाबाट, कविताबाट, उपन्यासबाट पनि लेख्ने अभ्यास, विद्यार्थीहरूले विभिन्न प्रश्नका उत्तरहरू खोज्ने, लेख्ने अभ्यास आफ्नै भाषामा विद्यार्थीहरूले बनाएर सरल तरिकाले लेख्ने कोसिस गर्ने घरमा र अध्ययनलाई जारी राख्ने। 2021 को जुन परीक्षा, त्यो परीक्षा हुन्छ नै हुन्छ। लकडाउनले हो पढाइमा धेरै बाधा पुगेको छ। विद्यार्थीहरूलाई जुन स्कुलमा बसेर, क्लासरुममा बसेर, कक्षामा टिचरहरूलाई पनि सोध्दै जुन प्रकारले पढ्ने एउटा वातावरण थियो, तर यो परिस्थितिले गर्दा, यो विश्वव्यापी महामारी, यो कोभिडको कारणले गर्दा विद्यार्थीहरू स्कुल आउन पाएका छैनन्। तथापि घर बसेरै भए पनि आफ्नो पढाइलाई, आफ्नो अध्ययनलाई चाहिँ निरन्तरता दिने। अनि अभिभावकहरूलाई पनि म अनुरोध गर्छु, तपाईहरूले पनि नानीहरूलाई पढ्ने वातावरण सधैँ बनाइदिनुहोस्, विद्यार्थीहरूलाई पढ्नमा प्रेरित गरिदिनुहोस्, प्रोत्साहित गरिदिनुहोस् भनेर आग्रह गर्दै अघिल्लो फेरि म पाठ कविताबाटै अर्को कविता भूपी शेरचनको अर्को कविता लिएर अर्को सेसनमा म उपस्थित हुनेछु। त्यतिन्जेलसम्मको निम्ति म विद्यार्थीहरूबाट बिदा लिन चाहन्छु। अध्ययनलाई जारी राख्ने, कविता पठन पाठनलाई जारी राख्ने, सँगसँगै दिएका प्रश्नहरू जुन मैले भनेको छु त्यसको उत्तरहरू खोज्ने अनि सारांश लेख्ने, यो कविताको सारांश घरमा बसेर आफै लेख्ने म विद्यार्थीहरूलाई आग्रह गर्दछु। हाम्रो कालिम्पोङ वरिपरिको स्कुल मात्र होइन, जहाँ पनि नेपाली पढ्ने, आइएससीमा नेपाली लिने विद्यार्थीहरू दार्जिलिङ, खरसाङ, मिरिक, बिजनबारी, डुवर्स, सिलगढी जहाँ पनि छन् हाम्रो नेपाली लिने विद्यार्थीहरू, नेपाली पढ्ने विद्यार्थीहरू, र यी विद्यार्थीहरूले तयारी गर्ने, राम्रोसँग नेपाली विषय तयार गर्ने, अध्ययन गर्ने सबै नेपाली विद्यार्थीहरूलाई आग्रह गर्दै आजको यो पढाइलाई, आजको सेसनलाई म यहीँ अन्त गर्छु। धन्यवाद।
Hello, good afternoon. So we meet once again, right? So before we begin, at least I'd like to quote a line from Rig Veda, very old text. It goes by the lines, Anu Bhadra Tartavayantu Viswata. That's in Sanskrit, right? Anu Bhadra Tartavayantu Viswata, which means let us all have the noble thoughts, okay? So with that, today I'd like to start here, okay? Primarily, in the last class, we had done the presidential form of government referring to United States of America. Today, we shall be doing, briefly at least, the parliamentary setup that we have in United Kingdom. While going through the parliamentary and presidential form of government, we have practically discussed all the features, and I'm sure I could help you all. Today, parliamentary setup in UK, followed by we shall be doing the constitution, okay, the kinds of constitutions as in and around the world. Right? So children, let's into the basic features that is parliamentary setup as we have in United Kingdom. Okay, if you talk about the basic features or the salient features of the parliamentary form of government in United Kingdom, the first thing that you see over here, we also call it to be as the Westminster model. Right? Westminster model. Children, we call it Westminster for one reason, because Westminster is one of the places, as in we have in the United Kingdom, where we have the seat of the UK Parliament. All right? The UK Parliament rests over here in Westminster. And as in parliamentary form of government, we've also learned one thing, whereby the majority party looks forward to form the government. And that is what we have as in UK. So first thing, we call it Westminster for one simple reason, because the United Kingdom Parliament has its seat as in Westminster. That's the first point, please get to know. All right, we have learned again, in a parliamentary form of government, we have two heads, the real and the nominal, okay? And in this, please have a look over here. British monarch works as a titular executive. As I've already said, two executives in a parliamentary form of government, the real and nominal. So the real is the Prime Minister, and the nominal is the British monarch. The crown, that is, it could be king or the queen. At present, we have the queen. So now, when we talk about British monarch, is a titular executive because British monarchs are always work on the advice of the Prime Minister and the cabinet. The real executive is the Prime Minister and the cabinet. They form the real executive. I hope that's all right. Okay, so British monarch works as a titular executive. To tell you very, common among the lines of United Kingdom, we say king can do no wrong. King is never wrong because king always works on the advice of the Prime Minister and his cabinet. So see here, children, British monarch is a titular executive. Okay, I remember telling you the old Hindi song, Chakke Pe Chakka. So again, look here. It is very similar to that of Indian context. I remember explaining to you all in one of the classes last time here on the board. Chakke Pe Chakka, right? The wheels within wheel. So this is the basic structure that we have in UK. In India, I told you we have the PMO, followed by we have the cabinet. I said as in India again, outside the cabinet, we have the ministers of state, and also the ministers of state. We have the deputy ministers, the parliamentary secretaries. That is what I said. But when we look at UK, the structure is basically the same. The innermost wheel, what we have is the PM, the Prime Minister, the most powerful individual, the Prime Minister. Okay? Outside the Prime Minister's circle, we have the kitchen cabinet. Kitchen cabinet members are those members who are very, very close to the Prime Minister. Okay? These members, they really help in taking decisions. Of course, the final decision is always of the Prime Minister. Okay? So we call them to be as kitchen cabinet. Outside the kitchen cabinet, we have the cabinet. I remember telling you, cabinet is a small number of the ministers who are very, very powerful set of ministers. These cabinet ministers, they hold independent portfolios, independent departments, very important ministers, and they are the ones who take important decisions along with the prime ministers. Okay? Outside the cabinet, we have the ministers of the cabinet rank. Well, they may be holding independent departments, maybe smaller departments, or will be assisting the cabinet and, of course, the prime minister. All right? So the structure as we have in a parliamentary setup is wills within wills, and this is perfectly what we have in United Kingdom. Well, I've been just going on and on saying United Kingdom. I just hope, children, you all know which places make United Kingdom. All right? Just to know, it's England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. These places make United Kingdom. Please, children, you are expected to know. All right, let's look into the next feature here. Close relationship between the cabinet and the British Parliament. I hope all of us know. I remember doing this again. All right, executive is responsible to the legislature. So these cabinet members are basically the ministers who are part of the legislature. So now, British Parliament is the legislature and cabinet members are basically the executives. So children, just have a look over here. In India, we have Lok Sabha. I remember doing this. So once again, please look here. In Indian context, this is Lok Sabha legislature and executive, the Prime Minister and the entire Council of Ministers, they form the executive. But when we talk about UK, all right, in UK, the basic UK Parliament, it is composed of two houses. We call them to be as, okay, let me write here, UK Parliament. It's a bicameral legislature. The two houses are basically the House of Commons, more like our Lok Sabha, and the House of Lords. All right, when we say the House of Commons and the House of Lords, the lower house and the upper house. Now, you have to understand these executive members are actually the members of the legislature. That means they are basically the members of the UK Parliament. That means they are the ministers that we have in UK. These executives, the cabinet members, are always responsible to the legislature. So, once again, the executives, they're always part of the legislature. If you look at Indian context, these ministers or the executives are part of Lok Sabha. If you talk about UK, they're always the members of the House of Commons primarily. Okay? Or in a bigger picture, they are the members of the UK Parliament. I hope this is all right with you. So close relationship between the cabinet and the British Parliament. Just to add here, anytime, if ever the vote of no confidence is passed against these cabinet members, they are all supposed to resign. That means the House would collapse. That is primarily the House of Commons. Okay, leadership of the Prime Minister. I'm sure all of you agree with me. If I would say again, Prime Minister is the person who is the most powerful person as in a parliamentary form of government. Okay? The Crown, as in UK, is just a titular head or a nominal head. He shall or she shall always work on the advice of the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. Right? So now, what happens is, Prime Minister is the most powerful person. He's the leader of the government. He's the leader of the majority party. All the important decisions are always taken by the Prime Minister. If Prime Minister resigns, all of us know it very well, the entire Council of Ministers shall be dissolved. That means they all shall resign. The House would collapse. So, Prime Minister holds a very, very powerful position. I repeat again, he's the leader of the government. He's the leader of the majority party. All the important decisions in the country is all made, or rather all made by the Prime Minister. Okay? Political homogeneity and solidarity. Well, this is also a point which we've already discussed. Political homogeneity, where I went on saying when the government is formed by the same political party. So now let's go to United Kingdom. UK has primarily a bipartisan system. Right? Bipartisan system, the two major political parties in UK are Labour and Conservatives. Okay? These are the two major political parties. But of course, there are other parties like Liberal Democrats as well. But these are the two major contending political parties. Two powerful big parties contending for any election. Now, what happens in UK, as in any of the parliamentary setup, the government is formed by the same political party. That means on the basis of political homogeneity. All right? Now, if Labour wins, the government is formed only by the Labour Party, and the Conservatives shall remain as an opposition. They will not take any members from the Conservatives. So this is the scenario that we have in terms of political homogeneity. All right. Institution of War Cabinet or National Cabinet. Well, sorry. Institution of War Cabinet or National Cabinet. This is primarily against this particular feature of political homogeneity. Now, you'll have to look into this. This happens primarily in a situation when the country is in a very trivial situation, maybe because of war. This has happened in the past in UK during the course of the Second World War, okay, where the ruling party, the majority party, have taken the members from the opposition as well in order to take important decisions or to how to deal with the situation. All right? In any dire situation, what happens is they make it a point to form the war cabinet or the national cabinet, taking members from the opposition as well. So you can understand, in political homogeneity, what happens? They form the government only of the same political party. But on the contrary, under any situation, trivial situation, okay, in a dire situation, all right, maybe the country is under an external threat. That point in time, what happens is they form the war cabinet or the national cabinet, taking the members from the opposition party as well. I hope you guys are getting it. All right, a very, very common thing. It doesn't require much of explanation, I guess. You can see here the right of the Prime Minister or the Cabinet to get the House of Commons dissolved. Okay, Prime Minister and the Cabinet. Prime Minister basically, or rather, he is always from the House of Commons, right? So now, I hope all of us know what happens when Prime Minister resigns. If Prime Minister resigns, the entire House gets collapsed, okay? Prime Minister may call upon the UK, as in UK, the Crown, the Queen, to dissolve the House, may advise the Crown to dissolve the House. So, please children, the right of the Prime Minister, the Cabinet to get the House of Commons dissolved, this is a very common point which we have discussed in the last class, referring to India as well. Okay, now see here, this is a very common terms. I hope you all have been familiar with this by now. Minister responsibility, the three very important responsibilities. Responsibility of the ministers towards the monarch. First thing, simply remember the first responsibility over here is to advise the head of the state. And who is the head of the state in UK? It is the monarch, at present Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, and I went on with the phrase saying, king can do no wrong. King can never be wrong because king always works on the advice of the prime minister and the cabinet. So how can king can be wrong or crown can be wrong? So the first thing, responsibility of the ministers towards the head of the state, simply remember, advise the head of the state. Number one. Number two, individual responsibility. You all should be knowing every individual minister is responsible to his or her department. So defense minister shall be responsible to the Minister of Defense. Finance minister shall be responsible to the finance. So individual responsibility. All right? Collective responsibility, I'm sure you all may have learned again, we swim and sink together. The decision of the cabinet and the prime minister should be the decision of the entire council of ministers. If no confidence motion is passed again, the entire ministry has to resign. That means the entire house gets collapsed. So see here, collective responsibility. That means we swim and sink together. All right? So collective responsibility. Children, please know this. A very simple point. Well, these were some of the features you all were expected to know. Okay? And I'm sure these are very simple points, so there has been quite a repetition about this, but you all are expected to know the parliamentary setup as in UK and presidential setup or the features as in United States of America. All right, children, so since we are done with the parliamentary and presidential form of government, today I'm going to start with the Constitution. All right, another very, very important chapter and, of course, a very, very simple chapter. All right? So, what is Constitution? Give it a thought. I'm sure all of you have the answers to it. Constitution. But if I may have to put in the most simple terms, okay, Constitution is basically the set of rules and regulations, okay, according to which the entire country functions. It applies to you and I as a common man. It applies to the government. It applies to the legislature, executive, judiciary. How the president should function, how the prime minister should function. Everything revolves around the Constitution. So it's basically a set of rules and regulations, and we are bound to abide by it. If not, it's going to be really, really wrong on our part. So having said that, you can see over here, Constitution, it is the supreme and the fundamental law of the state. It is very important. Fundamental law is the basic rule of the state, of the country. And I just want you all to have a look over here, the quote that has been, put forward by Aristotle. See here, to live by the rule of the Constitution ought to be considered not slavery but salvation. Beautiful words. It's so important, children, to live by the rules. If not, it's going to be very, very wrong, and it should rather be, or rather it would be very inhuman on our part. So having said that, I'd like to start with the Constitution. Now, see, children, if you talk about the Constitution, there are various kinds of Constitution, and we shall be doing it one at a time. Primarily, there are 6 kinds of Constitution that has been classified. Okay, 6. Written, unwritten, rigid, flexible, enacted, and evolved. Children, please have a look over here. Okay, you see here, the kinds of Constitution. Written, unwritten, rigid, flexible, enacted, and evolved. These are some of the, these are the basic kinds of Constitution which has been classified. I'd like to go one at a time. Firstly, look into this written Constitution. If you talk about written Constitution, I have written down some of the basic, or rather some of the countries which have the written Constitution. You can see here US, India, Switzerland, Japan, Canada, France. These countries, in these countries, we have written Constitution. So what is written Constitution basically? Written constitutions, if I have to tell you, are those which you find in a form of a well-codified book or a text. Okay, everything is well written. All right, basic rules, everything is well written. If you look at Indian context, okay, we have the longest written constitution in the entire world, 395 articles. Oh, whooping. Okay, 22 parts, 12 schedules. It is the longest written constitution in the entire world. That is what we have. Let's go to United States of America. Okay, US, they have written constitution with 7 articles and 27 amendments till date. Okay, so it's in a form of a book. Well, it's not here, or else I would have showed it to you, all right? It's in a well-codified form, or it's in a well-codified text where everything is written, where you'll find our rights specified, everything, your fundamental rights, our duties, the powers of the parliament, the powers of the president, how the legislature should function, how the executive should function, or even the judiciary. Everything is written in the Constitution. So now, written constitutions are those, once again, constitutions where you have everything in a written form. So these are a few examples. At least remember a few of the names of the countries which follows written constitution. US, India, Switzerland, Japan, Canada, France. Basic written constitution. All right. Just opposite to written constitution, we have something called unwritten constitution. Second, unwritten constitutions again, to tell you in the most simple terms again, the constitution or the country which has a constitution which may not be in a proper form of a book. It may not be in a proper well-codified text. For example, UK has an unwritten constitution. It's not properly written. Okay? You know, it runs mostly through conventions or old traditional laws. That is how it functions in UK. All right? We do not find everything in a form of a book, but that doesn't mean, okay, that doesn't mean everything is unwritten. Okay? You may find few things maybe in the form of a small drafts or pamphlets. For example, Magna Carta. Okay? Despite the fact UK has unwritten constitution, yet again, you may find few of the things in a written form. Like for instance, I just told you Magna Carta. So few examples which I'd like to relate to you all. I'm sorry, we went on with rigid, but however, remember here, like for instance, Magna Carta is something that we find it in a written form. Okay, so that is what we have in UK. So to tell you about unwritten constitution, unwritten constitutions are those which you do not find in the form of a well-codified text. Okay, you may have most of the conventions that has been ruling the country, or governing the nation. And the best example for that is UK. But I just added one more thing. Few things may be in the form of drafts or pamphlets. For example, Magna Carta. So children, please know it. Okay, we talk about written constitution. We talk about unwritten constitution. Now let's go to the next one. Rigid constitution. Okay, If you talk about rigid constitution, again, look at the term rigid. Difficult to change. Something very difficult to amend. So if you want to define rigid constitution, it's very simple. Rigid constitutions are those which are very, very difficult to amend or change. The constitutions which are difficult to amend. So in that context, you can have a look over here. United States of America has a very, very rigid constitution. Okay, Switzerland, Russia, these countries have rigid constitution. All right. If we refer to United States of America, I would like you all to see over here on the board. Okay. United States of America. Okay. United States of America has the most rigid constitution in the entire world. Okay. Now, to tell you, U.S. Constitution was, made way back in 1789 by the Philadelphia Constitution, and they look forward to have a very rigid way of amendment or amending procedures of the American Constitution. And that is why, till date, there has only been 27 amendments. I repeat, they have 7 articles and 27 amendments till the date. Okay, let me write here so that at least you all may remember. 7 articles and 27 amendments. Okay. All right. So till date, there are only 27 amendments. Because of this, we can say American Constitution is the most rigid constitution in the entire world. The procedure, please have a look over here. United States of America, again, it's a bicameral legislature. Okay. We have the House of Representatives and the Senate. Lower house, upper house. Okay. These are the 2 houses. Now, if you want to amend any part of American Constitution, first, it goes through the proposal stage. In the proposal stage, both the houses individually, I repeat, both the houses in the proposal stage, they'll have to make sure, okay, they have to make sure that they pass the resolution by the majority of 2/3. So, 2/3, okay. So in the first stage, the proposal stage, both the houses, the House of Representatives and the Senate, will have to pass the resolution by the majority of 2/3. After both the houses have passed the resolution by the majority of 2/3, it has to be ratified. I'm using the term ratified, okay? Or rather, we say approve. Okay. It has to be ratified or approved by the 3/4 of the state legislature. All right, just to apprise you, the United States of America, we have 50 states, and 3/4 of the 50 states will have to approve. This is the ratification stage. First stage, they'll have to pass the resolution by 2/3. After it is done by the US Congress by the majority of 2/3, it has to be ratified. It has to be ratified by the majority of 3/4 of the state legislatures. So it's a very lengthy procedure, okay? It's a very, very rigid way. So whenever we talk about American amendment procedure, we simply say, okay, it goes by the procedure whereby 2/3 of the US Congress, they have to pass the resolution, and thereafter it has to be ratified by the 3/4 of the state legislature. It's a very lengthy and a very rigid procedure. So that is why, I repeat again, we call American Constitution to be the most rigid constitution in the entire world. All right? So you can see here, rigid constitution. Remember, even Russia as well as Switzerland, they have a rigid constitution. So I hope that's all right with you. Okay? So written, unwritten, rigid. Now let's move into another one. Flexible constitution. We learnt one thing, British Constitution or UK Constitution, okay, to be unwritten. Now it is flexible as well. Now what is flexible constitution? just contrary to that of rigid constitution. If rigid constitution is difficult to amend, flexible constitution is something that is very, very easy or simple to amend. And the best example, UK. All right. Why do we say this is for one simple reason. In UK, if you want to amend the British Constitution, you can amend it by simple majority. Okay? Be it an ordinary law or a constitutional law. Anything in the United Kingdom can be amended by simple majority. Okay? Of the British Parliament. And primarily you can say the House of Commons can amend it by simple majority. So flexible constitutions are those which you can amend it by simple majority or in a simple manner. And the best example, UK, where British Parliament can amend it by simple majority, be it an ordinary law or the constitutional law. I hope you are getting it. All right. Oh, it comes here. I'm sorry with the slide again. I was telling you, I referred to you whereby saying, when referring to United Kingdom, I told you, UK Constitution is an unwritten constitution, but these are few things which you still have in unwritten constitution in the form of drafts. The Magna Carta, I told you, the Bill of Rights. Sorry, this should not be flexible, but rather this should be unwritten, okay? In UK, despite the fact it is unwritten, yet again we find certain things in a written form, in the form of drafts. Magna Carta, the Bill of Rights, the Petition of Rights, or even the Parliamentary Statutes. To tell you what are statutes, statutes are basically the laws which are made by the Parliament or legislature. Not made by the Constitution, but by the legislature. So these are things which you may find it in a written form, despite the fact UK Constitution is unwritten. Okay? Now, enacted Constitution. Written, unwritten, rigid, flexible, now enacted and evolved. Now let's look into enacted Constitution. Whenever we say enacted, let's go in the simplest of the term. Enact means something that you make or deliberately make. So enacted constitutions are those which are deliberately constituted after a series of discussions and debates over a long period of time. Okay, so enacted constitutions are those which are deliberately constituted or made a man-made constitution. So for this again, the best example we can always refer to is none other than the constitution of our very own country, India. Or even, for that matter, United States of America. Okay, so primarily you can always look into US and India, and of course Japan as well as China, we have enacted constitution. I like to refer to just India and United States, and you have to know that. Children, please focus over here. United States of America, we have enacted constitution. If you talk about United States Constitution was constituted or enacted way back in 1789 by Philadelphia Convention. Please bear with my handwriting. I hope you can understand. Okay. Philadelphia Convention, 1789. American Constitution was made or enacted as way back in 1789 by Philadelphia Convention. All right. With how many articles? 7 articles. How many amendments? 27 amendments. This is what we have in USA. Now let's look into India. I told you, Indian Constitution is also an enacted constitution. All of you have been students of history, civics, and of course political science. Okay, who was the man behind the drafting of our Indian Constitution, the great man? I'm sure all of you would say Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chairman of the drafting committee. Of course, he was the main man behind the drafting of our Indian Constitution. All right, so if I may ask you, when was our Constitution enacted? Please remember, our Constitution was enacted as on 26th of January 1950. Okay? 26th January 1950, our Constitution was enacted. That means it was made, or rather it was put into effect as on this day, 26th January 1950. Okay? All right? So please remember this. Indian Constitution is an enacted constitution, and it was deliberately made, and it was put into effect way back in 1950, on 26th January 1950. Okay, so as I was just telling you all, enacted constitutions are those man-made constitutions, or deliberately constituted constitutions. So Indian context and American context, I just referred to you what is an enacted constitution, right? So now let's move into the last, okay? That is evolved constitution, all right? So enacted, evolved. Now if you talk about evolved constitution, children, please remember one thing. What is evolved constitution? If you talk about evolved, I'm sure you understand the term evolution, all right? Evolved constitutions are those which has evolved over a long period of time, and that has evolved to be a good set of rules and regulations, all right? And primarily, we refer to UK, okay? In UK, why do we say UK to have evolved constitution is for one reason. Because in UK, we have unwritten constitution, and most of the things in UK, it governs through conventions. Conventions are unwritten rules, or unwritten maxims of the constitution. And at the same time in UK, what has happened is certain rules and regulations, certain norms, okay, which has evolved over a long period of time, and it has been a good set of rules and regulations, and that has been followed by the people. There has always been the public opinion, okay, and there has always been the acceptance by the people to be as a good set of rules and regulations, and that we refer to have evolved constitution. So now, in UK, this evolved constitution is accepted, all right? So now, if you talk in general, we always say, if you are asked about the kinds of constitutions, there are 6 kinds of constitutions, all right? Written, unwritten, rigid, flexible, evolved, and of course, enacted. Children, please know it. In the next class, what we shall be doing are basic merits and demerits, okay? And of course, are the written constitutions really, are the unwritten constitutions and the written constitutions and flexible and the rigid, are they really actually flexible and rigid? These are the basic things that we shall be doing in the next class, okay? So till then, take care, stay safe, hope to you all, see you all soon. Thank you.